A report calling for common guidelines on prostitution for all member states has been approved at the European Parliament's plenary in Strasbourg. The report will now go to the European Commission, which will draft a legislative proposal. It includes decriminalization of the sellers, but the prosecution of clients and pimps.
Prostitution is not a way of work, sex work. Prostitution is a kind of violence against women. We have to reduce the demand. To reduce the demand means we have to make clear it is not allowed to buy a woman, a body of a woman. I think it's clear for all things they are not allowed. The first times are fees and the second times are prison.
The report's authors argue that it will help tackle cross-border implications of prostitution, including human trafficking for sexual exploitation. Former sex workers told Euronews what changes they expect from the new legislation.
Y sobre todo lo que está en juego es la dignidad de Europa, porque creo que tenemos que ser reflejo de un modelo de progreso y de avances, y sobre todo creo que lo que nos estamos jugando es un modelo de igualdad, ¿no? Un modelo de igualdad y de respeto y de buen trato entre mujeres y hombres, que es a lo que aspiramos realmente.
No woman wants to sell her body and her orifices to men just because she likes it. So we have to end the demand, help the women, decriminalize the women, because right at the moment in legalization in Germany, the only who has to fear punishment from the state or fees are the women.
But the European Coalition of Sex Workers' Rights and Inclusion criticized the report as biased. The NGO argues that it ignores the body of evidence of negative impact of criminalizing the clientele of sex workers, leading to higher clandestine activity and more violence. The co-chair of the Greens in the European Parliament agrees.
What we want is to have legislative steps, like, for example, a revision of the Victims' Rights Directive, so that we can better protect those people that are affected by sexual exploitation. Why not generalizing that all forms of sex work are gender-based violence?
Several UN agencies, namely WHO and UNFPA, and human rights organizations such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch also oppose criminalizing the purchase of sex. Last month, the European Court of Human Rights agreed to hear a case brought by sex workers challenging a French law passed with that purpose in 2016.